What is the position of HMRC in insolvency cases?
How do they have special status? The answer is HMRC is what's known as a secondary preferential creditor in respect of certain elements of HMRC debts. So they are secondary preferential creditors, they're not the first. So you have secured creditors, fixed and floating charge holders, and then you have what's known as the preferential creditors. Now, the first ranking of preferential creditor in terms of the top ranking is the employees. For elements of their claims like holiday pay and things of that sort, they rank as preferential above and beyond HMRC and the unsecured creditors for that element. Now, next comes the secondary preferential status of HMRC, and that only applies to VAT, PAYE, CIS, where basically the company, or in the case of bankruptcy, the individual, is collecting tax on behalf of HMRC. That is what enjoys secondary preferential status. It does not apply to things like corporation tax, for example. But what it does mean is that where you are talking about going into, say, a company voluntary arrangement, a CVA, HMRC has potentially quite a bit of power in relation to, for example, the approval or otherwise of a CVA, because they are always very often a creditor in a case, and where they end up being a secondary preferential creditor, it may not be in their interest, for example, depending on how the distribution works in something like a CVA. It doesn't necessarily follow, but it is something that does cause an issue sometimes. Questions, queries, concerns, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.